Howdy folks, welcome back to Satisfactory. Have a firework while you're here with Big CheeZ, okay? I'm very sorry, this is probably going to be one of our last episodes. I know, Tia, right? This is episode 12. This is the end of where the early access is. So by the end of today's episode, we will have made everything. We will have got aluminium sorted out, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a second. We'll have got uranium sorted out, we'll have got nuclear power. We will hopefully have ultimate power at long last. At long last, I know. It's been a long time coming, guys. Dear, I know. But today, hopefully that's what we'll have. Okay, if not, then this is going to go on longer than I thought it was going to go on. But for now, we'll work to that plan. This is not just a fantastic view of the factory and makes me feel like that it looks so small in comparison to every bit that I didn't really explore in this bloody world. But this is also where we are heading up to head off and grab bauxite. Bauxite is one of the key pieces we need in order to get aluminium sorted out. Aluminium sorted out means we can upgrade most of the factory to Mark V conveyor belts, which are devilishly quick. I think I've got this quartz one still on Mark 1 at some points, and it's just going to be stupid compared to that. It's just going to be stupidly quick. But up here, this is one. It's beautiful. I feel bad that I haven't really explored as much of this game as I potentially should have. What's this? There's a SAM ore. I didn't even realise I was stood on this. That's fantastic. I don't know what that's for, but great. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that will be coming out in the next update. The next update may be coming out soon because this game has been running a little bit slow for me while I've been doing some of the online sessions. So I'm wondering if that's because they're doing maintenance and stuff like that to it, because up to this point, it's never really been slow. We still have to work out, they still have to update it with what the Summer Sloops and Mercer Spheres are anyway. I didn't realise this was a thing. I haven't used SAM ore for anything. I've got it, but I haven't used it for anything. So unless there is recipes that I have got that use it, I don't know. There is a hard drive thing up here somewhere, not that one. I found another one somewhere else. That one I haven't got to yet because I haven't built the radiation suit. But there is another one up here that requires a quantum computer. I know. I haven't made those yet. I thought the supercomputer was like the top stage and we had the thing for it. Now I'm going to have to make a bigger build, or plateau, whatever, for the quantum computer. It's not fair. I had everything planned, I had everything working, but at the end of the day, it'll be fine, alright? This is not going to be the last episode of Satisfactory by any means. We have, like I said, the update stuff. We also have my rebuild, okay? This game has done things to me, okay? I have got ridiculously into it, and I encourage anyone who's in... If you have a head that really gets buzzed by, I don't know, post-it notes and stationery and stuff like that, if you're a big head for organisational kind of stuff, jump on this game, you'll have a great time. You'll get a buzz from it from that side of things. You get a buzz from it even if you're not that kind of thing by building... You'll build your own things in this, right? Like my continuous staircase, for me, it's fantastic. I love it to bits, and I get a huge buzz out of it. By the end of today's episode, I imagine there'll be a couple of other bits that will be huge, and I'll be proud of too. I hope, anyway. But yeah, the first, like the exploring and the shooting and the destroying thing, again, it's got a little bit of something for a lot of people. Okay, really guys, I can't recommend this game enough. Jump on, get into the early access. The early access is still a fantastic version of this game right now, and it will keep you going for a fair few days in this lockdown, okay? But, right, like I said, we're going to be hunting for aluminium, okay? So I've got a lot to get done, right? Once I've got that sorted out, I will jump you guys back in, alright? Alright. Okie dokie, folks. Right, so bauxite is now sorted, right? Bauxite was nice and easy, to be fair with you, just same as everything else, just whack a couple of miners on it, bring it over here. I've set up, I wanted to branch out the factory a little bit. I kind of felt that so much of the factory was centralized over there, I've got plenty of space, as we've seen from our glorious view. So I've branched out the factory a little bit. This required not a lot, alright? Bit of water, bit of bauxite into 2 refineries, and it's all sorted. But around my waterfall, it's my waterfall now. Around the waterfall, I created a bit of a shelf. It looks quite nice. There's a view coming up here. It's kind of like my, I don't know, solution staircase. We've got continuous staircase, we've got solution staircase. Double staircase, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it's managed to turn it into quite a ridiculous pipeline though. So we had the black gold pipeline over there. We've now got the silver solution pipeline. It's kind of crazy how far. Look. Not that right there. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. I unfortunately did. I know it would have been quicker just build a straight line like that, but it was a bit pain. It was easier to do it like this for the foundations and stuff like that because I kind of ran out. And I'm so glad gravity doesn't actually work in this game properly for foundations and stuff. Like I can take out the foundations that these things were sat on. They don't have to be attached to anything. It made it so easy to build. But it has turned into a ridiculous pipeline, okay? So we're gonna run back and see what this all connects to. How are you guys doing today? Finding new games? Or taking up any extra hobbies? I don't know. Things are going a bit crazy up there. There's still a lot of people just jumping out. Like my brother went off to the parks and outside and countryside and whatever. And there's this family. The kid was lost. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at that, but this kid was lost. Went up to my brother, and my brother, it doesn't look like a typical, person a kid would go to for help. He's kind of like a skinnier version of one of the big heavy bikers. But he's like wearing a bandana, big old beard, and he was the only person that actually helped the kid. Like the many people were out there, and I get it, social distancing is still in effect and whatnot. But like this kid was crying his eyes out, looking for his parents. It's just, I don't know. We can still help each other a bit more, can't we? Like, especially a kid like that, you just wouldn't even crying on his own, would you? I don't know. Anyway, we are back at the factory now, back safe and sound, back home, and this is what these are kind of filtered into. So, again, just nice easy setup. 2 refineries, 2 of these things, okay? So, the refineries take our coal, our petroleum coke. Okay, so these are being produced by my, what was producing fuel for my jetpack, because right now I've got 3 containers like this ready for jetpacks, and I don't really need that much fuel anyway, so that's done. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need a lot of fuel for jetpack for a long time. Alright, but these are producing aluminium scrap. Okay, so it's taking our coke and our solution, it's turning it into scrap. Okay, that is being combined with silica. I finally have a use for silica. It's being combined with silica and turned into sheets. Okay, those sheets have been upgrading some of these lines. Alright, so the ones that are beautifully silver, as you can see, they're moving fairly quick compared to everything else. These ones have already been upgraded to Mark Vs. Okay, the plan eventually, once this is run for a little while, will be to turn everything into Mark Vs. Alright, but don't you worry, we will sure do bits like that together, okay? Next things. Okay, next things. Okay, as you can see, I've got a shopping list on the right, okay? That is a couple of refineries, a couple of auto tractors, assembler, and Mark III miner, okay? That is my shopping list in order to get the uranium sorted out, okay? Because that bad boy is up and running. Check it out, okay? I built a little shelf thing for it, a special shelf thing for it, okay? It's on glass, it looks pretty, it's on a frame, it's got pillars, all sorts of stuff to it. I want to eventually do this to my whole factory, but this, I really love how this turned out. I don't know why. It just, like with the frames especially, it just looks so like nice and industrial, and it gives it a bit more of a, compared to the rest of my factory, which is kind of just sitting on its own, it's not really attached to anything. I like how this looks a bit more sturdy, I guess. But anyway, right, we have the nuclear power plant. It wasn't actually that costly to make, which is fantastic. I love that fact. We have got the water hooked up to it already. Wonderful. Okay. Next thing we need to do is get the fuel sorted out, which has to be reactor rods. Okay. So that's going to take Mark III miner, okay, not necessarily Mark III miner, but I haven't used one yet, and I feel like this is the stage to use it, right? Absolutely. That requires turbo motors. Turbo motors are a pain in the ass, okay? I'm not going to end up doing a production line for turbo motors, because the only thing so far that uses them is the Mark III miner, and once I've got those done for that, all the other mines and stuff like that, I'm not going to use them again. So I don't really need to do one for those. I don't need to do one for heat sinks or radio controls. Once they're done, once I've done the manual bit for them, I'm not going to really bother with them again. Until, obviously, the next update, which I imagine that is when they'll all come crashing back on me. But like I said, I am planning on doing, once this is all done, once this is all sorted, and I've got unlimited power, I cannot say that normally. Don't even try. It just comes out anyway. Once I've got that sorted out, I will be doing a rebuild completely, okay? I'm going to make this stuff look nicer. I'm going to make it run better. I'm going to find a bunch more ores and whatever else I find so that I can make this stuff just run nicer and run cleaner. There's still going to be a central point here, but maybe I might just spread the factory out a bit more so that it runs a bit nicer, so that I can cope with extra things getting added in new updates and stuff. But I need this place to look nice for him, because I realised that there's a lot of this place I haven't really done, okay? I never got around to painting everything. I did the yellow, and I did the blue, which we recommended through Facebook. Please, guys, if you've got any other colour suggestions, any other colour shout-outs, give me a, drop me a message on either one, on Instagram as well, follow me there. But this factory right now is looking very grey, isn't it? It's looking great, fantastic. I mean, I'm so proud of it, but there are a lot of this place I want to colour in. There's a lot of stuff I want to finish off and get done properly. So that is what I am planning on doing once this is all over. So, do you know what? There will still be episodes of Satisfactory to come. Don't you worry, okay? But I gotta get this sorted out. So you'll join me in 2 seconds when this is sorted out. Cool? Cool. Cool! Right, we're done. Uranium finished, I think. Okay, we're gonna see how this works together in a second. Together, I know. I want to finish this off with you guys. We're not gonna know what power we're just on right now, okay? Look, so at the moment our power fluctuates pretty much between 5.4 and 4.8. Okay, so pretty good still. About, where's the peak? About there. So about 1,000 ahead still. We don't really need this. This is just overkill at this point. But once we have this, it's kind of going to take everything off all of our other power supplies, so that's wonderful. And I've seen I can actually do this as well. So once this is turned on, I can actually crank this up to 250%. So this is meant to produce, how much? 2,500. So this can produce 6,250. Amazing, 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 amazing. Right, but anyway. Uranium, okay, so like I said, 4 refineries, okay, 2 assemblers and 1 manufacturer. The industrial fluids, so that is for the sulfuric acid. I was trying to be a bit clever at one point. I know, clever is not really me. But, so these take sulfuric acid, these take sulfuric acid, these two, take sulfuric acid into their process to make uranium pellets. They produce sulfuric acid as well. So I thought I'd try to be clever and filter it back into the process to try and make it less, I don't know, as an impact on these. So it could kind of go for longer without me having to flush it out, but it didn't really work. It just flooded the pipeline with more sulfuric acid. It didn't work at all. So I'm going to try and figure out something for that. I think there is something for that, or I think we might be able to, we could put different feedback things in. I've got a lot of different suggestions and stuff for this game. And potentially like, one way you can alternate the pipe, like it's just a switch or something like that, where you could alternate the pipe flow, would be really handy. I have other things that are probably, that's more, I don't know if that can be done, but I've got other things that are probably better off. I will tell you one of them in a minute. But, things, other than that, right, we've got this, so that makes out the uranium pellets, that's sorted out, okay? These are the 2 lines. We have industrial beams coming across from there, so I put the reinforced the frames, the heavy modular frames, on hold a little bit. One of them is still working, but the other one I've kind of just taken offline so I can have some beams for this one. And it's not really using a lot of beams, so it's not really costing me much to do that. The other part over there is another assembler. Okay, that is producing electromagnetic rods. That's being produced by stators and pipes, I believe. That is then coming down here. That's the 4th part of what we need for our fuel rods. Okay, as you saw, power's still pretty good, okay? But power about to get much better. So together, as you can see, I've got a fair few rods on there already. Okay, I've let this run for a little while. But together, we're working this on, oh yeah, forgot about that. So wrap that back on. There it goes. And it's in, baby, it is running, it's awesome. And the reason I did this to it, because I had put on glass and everything, is because of that. That looks really pretty. And I imagine at night that's gonna look even better. But anyway, the big thing, right? Look at that! Bang! Up to, what are we on? What are we on? God. 7,900 power. And you produce waste, right? Am I got that right? Yeah, it said that, waste. Where are you? Come on, give me some waste. I've got a thing already sorted out for it. So the waste comes down here. It's going to go down the elevator, or 2 elevators, and then it's going to go off to that. So far, that's what I've got for it. But there's a downside. I believe, I've been looking into it, so one, you can't get rid of industrial nuclear waste, okay? I know, shock. We can be like Mr. Burns, we'll just bury it away somewhere. Can't really do that, okay? I did at one point try putting it into the, oh there it is. I did at one point try putting it into the awesome sink, and it was like, R&D does not appreciate you trying to shove your nuclear waste onto it. Please remember that R&D is responsible for any new building plans you get in the future. I just love being sarcastic. It's fantastic, isn't it? So yeah, that's gone down there now. I will probably move that further on, because what I've been reading is that the more nuclear waste is there, the greater the area for how far the radiation kind of stretches. There it is. Lovely nuclear waste barrel. Brimming at the top there. I can't even steal the bloody thing down. That's fantastic. So I will probably do that much further away. Maybe like far into the Shadowlands or something, and bury it in the water there, or I don't know. I could actually. No, I can't put it in the water. That's not nice. But yeah, this doesn't really use up a lot. Okay, this goes forever. Okay, we've got 18 rods in there already. This produces, so I cranked this up twice already, the assembler, manufacturer, sorry. I cranked up twice and it's still not producing even 1 a minute. It's on 0.8 a minute for 2 of the little things in it. It's got all the materials for it, it just takes a long ass time to do it. But that produces 1 every 0.8. This uses 1 every 5. So even with that, this is still fine. This is still never going to be without power. So what I was thinking is I can potentially put 2 of these bad boys down, take some shards from my coal generators because they're all pretty much powered up to 2 minimum, some of them are on 3, and whack them in here, okay? Giving us about 12,000 megawatts of power in order to do everything else that we want. I know. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be properly unlimited power. At long last, we have it working. Oh my god, I know. And loads of nuclear waste to just top it all off. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. So that was the plan. This is the bomb. That's firework. I know. I couldn't think of a better way to end this episode. So, right, like I said, everything is pretty much done up to this point, all right? We have got everything working. We've got everything running. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to let this run. Just leave it to run for a little while so resources can build up. I'm going to expand the storage facilities just so everything can build up to a point where I can then rebuild everything. I'm going to tear it all down, guys. It's going to come down. It's going to be fine. I'm going to have enough rods in 2 power facilities that it won't matter. I'm going to get things running bit by bit. I think if I plan it out so I've got about an hour or so's worth of power, I should be fine. I say should, but we'll see how that goes. I will then do a little video with you guys to show the new place once I've tidied things up, once I've got it all sorted out. Because right now, I'm really happy with how we did it. I really am. I wouldn't change how we did it in the first place. But now that we've got all the resources for it, we can go through and make things look better. We can make things run better. There's a whole wide world of resources out there that we need to exploit. There's loads of mines, there's loads of ores, there's loads of... I mean, there's ones out there that I haven't even used yet, but I want to start building up a supply of them just so it's done. I got to get everything upgraded, I've got to get so much done, and I can't wait. This game may be done for the channel for now, but it's not done for me. I cannot recommend this game enough for you guys. It's been fantastic. For early access, there is so much here to sink your teeth into. There really is. You will love it. And I hope you have enjoyed watching the series so far. As soon as there is more for this game, I will be jumping right back into it, and I cannot wait for that. In the meantime, what else is happening? I'm going to be doing a whole lot of new community games for the channel. I am going to be jumping on Farming Simulator with a friend of mine later on today. We're going to do a quick video on it for the PlayStation 3 games. I'm going to do a whole thing for that. There's going to be a regular segment on the PlayStation 3 titles, just so you guys can see if they're worth downloading or not. But, you know, can't we complain about free game, can you? I mean, we can, but, you know, we're not going to. What else is happening? I hope on Farming Simulator, if you enjoy watching that, please send me a friend request on PlayStation, send me a friend request on here or through Facebook, and we can jump you in. We'll jump you into the community, absolutely. We're still small enough now that we can keep doing stuff like that. But speaking of, you know, community, I suppose, I have hit a milestone for myself that I didn't think I'd do for a long time. 25 subscribers. I'm so happy. I cannot tell you how happy. This morning, in the wee hours of this morning, I got my 25th subscriber. And to be fair, by this point, I thought I'd maybe have 5, maybe 1. I thought maybe my mum and dad might be watching this, and that would probably be about it. But I cannot tell you guys how happy and how grateful I am to you all for subscribing so far. For the likes, the comments, yeah, I just thank you so much. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting cheesy and whatever with it, and a bit choked up with it. But this is what I've wanted to do for a long time, and this is what I want to keep doing for a long time. I want it to get bigger. I want it to, you know, get better. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far. I'll do a little, I am going to do a proper video for 25, but I just want to say thank you to everyone who is watching and sharing this series. This series I have loved doing because for me, it's different from Sonotka. I've loved Sonotka forever because it got me into YouTube in the first place. It got me into watching YouTube in the first place. But Satisfactory, I've you know, other people have done it. I've seen it. I haven't really watched their videos on it because I wanted to say this game for myself, and it looked great, and it didn't fail. This game has been wonderful. It's been so nice to play. It's been so much oomph for me. For the channel wise, it's been something I've been able to get weirder with, do the voices and kind of a bit more of a weirder personality. And you guys are kind of seeing the cheesiness a bit more. There is more to come. The more comfortable I get with this, the cheesier we shall be. But in the meantime, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Share with your friends, share with your family. I appreciate it every day, and I appreciate you guys every day. Thank you so much. That is plenty of cheesiness for the end of this episode. So, chuck some cheddar on that like button, guys. Drop a sub while you're at it, and spread that cheese around. Keep being cheesy. Stay cheesy with your friends, stay cheesy with your family. We could all use a bit more cheesiness right now. I've been Big CheeZ. I will catch you later, folks.